Man, there's a dude with a big old cabin on the road. I can't even get through here. Yep, it's cabin delivery day. He's got two 18 by 30, I believe. Yipper! Oh, let me stretch a little bit. Hold on there, driver. Ye are under arrest for blocking the road. And then the car just sort of cringed around a little bit. Nope, the trooper's there to help us. We actually got two troopers. So being that the load is 18 feet wide, we are required to have two state troopers. We could have one in the back, one in the front, but the driver wanted to have both of them in the front, since there really is no need to have one in the back, since we're going down all state route. We were not on the highway. If we would be on the highway, then one trooper would go in the back. And if you notice, the car kind of got a little weird there. My camera that I use is a 360. It records 360 degrees all the way around. And the way I mounted it, the lenses were actually turned sideways instead of forward and backward. And so that crease that you see on the camera that's on the red truck, the semi, that is from the two different lenses coming together. So it looks a little bit odd. Next time, I want the camera a little further out away from the truck to get more of the load on the camera, and then turn it the other way. But I just thought it'd be fun to try to get some footage of the load and get you guys to kind of see what it looks like when we go down the road. I'm not driving the load, I'm driving the front pilot car and the pickup. And I also have a camera on the back of my pickup, so I can get some footage that way, like right here. That's obviously from my pickup. So I would go all the way in the front. That warns the oncoming traffic of the oversized load. If they see the state trooper, they're going to think emergency vehicle, and it's kind of confusing for them. So if they see me first, seems to help a little bit if people are paying attention, or if they know what's going on. I assume a lot of people are either not paying attention, or they just don't understand what's going on until they see a big load coming. But that's just part of life, and it is okay. The load being 18 feet wide, if you think about a regular semi trailer, or the semi itself is 8 feet wide, so now double that and you get 16 feet, add another 2 feet, and that's what you got. So you're talking two semi side by side plus another 2 feet coming down the road. And no, he does not have to stop at red lights. With this trooper escorts, they'll go through red lights, they'll shut down whatever they gotta do. Let's keep this load rolling, let's get it there. And the less he has to stop and slow down, or especially stop, that's better, because it's a heavy load, a lot of brake usage and stuff. So it's just so much better to get all the cars out of the way and get through town. And then a situation where people get confused sometimes. That's, again, part of hauling an oversized load. Come on, buddy, get on through.
1 hour later. 2 hours later.
Come on. There we go. Now we can move on. See ya. Going through town is always the tightest spots. Like I mentioned, I'm not the one driving the load, but I have hauled a lot of oversized loads, and it's always the little tight towns that's the toughest spots. They got all the trees out right beside the road. They got telephone poles. They got so much going on right out by the road that makes it really tight to get through. So the job of the lead escorts is to get cars to pull over, get off the road, get to the side of the road, so that he can get through without having to brake real fast and slow down and all that garbage. Typically what we do, we come to a stop sign. I will pull out first. First trooper pulls out, blocks the traffic. Second trooper comes up, blocks the traffic, and including the oncoming left lane traffic, so that he can come out and just keep going. Don't have to worry about cars being in the way. Makes life so much easier for the driver. This semi situation was not good. I thought I was far enough ahead that the semi would make it out of town before he would get to him. it was too late for me to stop him because he was already in this tight spot, and it just got really tight. Driver pulled over as far as he could with the load. Semi pulled over. You can tell he's actually off the road a little bit, and he was able to squeeze by. Oh, but that's tight. That is tight. Come on, keep going. Yeah, that's got to be really close. I'm sure that driver possibly needed the change of underwear by the time he got home, because that had to be tight. And then the other side, there's a bunch of trash, and so he was really, really tight. Trooper actually got out, walked back, and then helped him because he had to back up in order to miss a tree on his right side and had to swing out and get around. Yeah, you just turned in that parking lot. Thank you, buddy. And then there's a lady running. Run, Forrest. Run, 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 run. Again, these small towns, very tight. Good news is a lot of times there's side streets or driveways or parking lots that people can move off. Sometimes if you're out in the country, you'll get into places where there is no place to pull off. So that's the one thing with the towns that you gotta go through, is there's always room where people can get off the road or off the street if necessary. Imagine situations like this, the people are probably wondering what in the world's going on. Why is that state trooper just running over right in front of me into my lane, you know? And finally he comes up over the hill. But that's what you got to do. There's a bridge there, and you can't cross the bridge with a car coming with that width, so we got to shut it down. People have to wait so you can get across that bridge. And here the fun begins. This is the small town of Ashley, Ohio. And it has always been tied. I've gone through there many times with a load of storage sheds. There's telephone poles right on the side of the road. Makes it very, very tight. And then just happens that there's a semi sitting there with a backhoe on it. Not a backhoe, track hoe. And the concrete truck. So I asked the concrete truck driver to back up, and he was able to get to the site. And then the other truck with the equipment on it, since I can't remember what you call it, he ended up backing up so we could get through. I'm just going to go ahead and shut up at this point, and you guys can just see what happens. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video, and y'all have a good one. Alright, that's 2 more done. Rustic Knoll, I believe it was called, Rustic Knoll Campground in Centerburg, Ohio. It's like close to, well, we're about 35 minutes northeast of Columbus. It's a campground. That's where I just left. That's where we took these things. I believe he said, Mr. Petersheim, I think he said 12 or 14 that he's got in there now, which we just dropped 2 of them. So if it was 12, now it'd be 14. Petersheim Cabins, if you go on Google Maps and put in Petersheim Cabins, LaRue, Ohio, L-A-R-U-E, that is the guy who built the cabin. He does those big ones. There's other videos on my channel with like the big double wide stuff like that. These were small for being his, but he's the guy who built them. And I'll try to get some links, because people always ask where to buy these, and so I'll try to put some information in the description for that. Just going down through the dirt road, so there's no traffic, but still, I don't think I'm supposed to be, you know, on the phone recording while I'm driving. Don't tell anybody, alright? That's all. That's all that matters. As long as nobody sees this video and there's no evidence of me driving while recording, we're good. I won't do it once I'm out on the main road driving fast, alright? So just chill out a little bit. I'll be fine. Okay, bye.